All right, yo. If you on day one of practicing semen retention, bro, shout out to you, dog. Congratulations. You're about to change your life, okay? Now, this week, like, as a overall, like, you know what I'm saying, like, as a nation or as a group of people, bro, like, a lot of people are under a deep hypnosis. Um, to keep it real, I've been able to be on the highest spectrum of the retention journey or the spiritual journey, and I also have been on the lowest spectrum. Okay, um, being on the lowest spectrum of trying to control your energy, which basically battling with the addictions, and letting sometimes like when the addictions would get the best of me, I would even through like me going through so much, bro. I always try to figure out like, well, what is so good about you know uh indulging in your lowest form of yourself, and there was no really true beneficial thing to it besides like the feeling at that moment of time. But even with the moment, like having the feeling of indulging in the lustful desires, it always left a bigger void within me. Like after I was done, I would always feel like, dang, bro, like why do I feel like, I was supposed to be doing something that's supposed to be making me feel good and it made me feel good, but then now all of a sudden, like I just feel worse. I feel like, okay, maybe I need to find another way to fill this void, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to experience again the highest point of retention and of course the lowest part of retention. And again, I like to highlight my struggles because a lot of people always talk about like, okay, cool. Well, if you practice retention, you're gonna receive these great benefits. You're gonna feel healthy. You're gonna feel alive, and that's true. You really will. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dealing with people within the matrix, in particular, dealing with female attraction. What happened to me, for me to even experience the lower tier of the spiritual journey, I got knocked off of like, whatever quote unquote high horse I thought I was on. And for a second I thought I was better than everybody. And that's terrible to have like that's all right, put it like this. You want to feel like you are like, you know what I'm saying, high vibrational and stuff like that. But when it comes to you, like now looking down on other people who probably struggle with something that you probably have struggled with before, that's when it becomes a problem. And I became a little bit judgmental, bro. And like, lo and behold, God found a way to humble me. God was humbling me to the point where I'm like, okay, I was experiencing female attraction to not experiencing female attraction, to dealing with from dealing with having a quote unquote roster or a group of women that like, you know what I'm saying, like I would talk to or not, to not having nobody that I could connect with, to the point where I got to the point where it was a scarcity mindset type of vibe. I formed toxic connections through having a scarcity mindset. Now, I'm gonna keep it a bean, and you got to keep it a bean too when it comes to your spiritual journey, bro. Not everything is your fault. Okay, not everything was my fault. Okay, I would take responsibility and for what I allowed to happen, but essentially, you have to look at the whole situation. You have to understand, well, why did you probably let your guard down? You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you was probably dealing with a female. She was into you. You're holding your seed. Sexual tension is building up, and now it's literally it's all about like energy at this point in time, like or power. She wants to get you to release essentially. Once she's like becomes very attracted to you, she's really into you. You guys are chilling and vibing and stuff like that, and you're not acting like a lot of these guys will usually act, which is like super thirsty or super horny, or whatnot. When you're not acting like that, that's building sexual tension. That's giving her more of a reason to try to come on to you or try to, try to like make you say, man, fuck it, like whatever, like let's just do it. I mean, essentially, that's what we came on the face of this planet to do, bro. Okay, if I'm being honest, be fruitful and multiply, right? It's a dangerous game when you get tricked, bro. And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like I've been tricked out of my spot, bro. I have been. Um, and that's on me for allowing that to happen. It's like you get so engulfed in like the confidence, the know how to like how to talk to different types of women, um, the many benefits. Like you feel like you have a lot more energy. You can do more. You can do more at your job. You can make more money. These things started happening for me. Again, a lot of people don't even know there's a high tier of retention and being on retention, and a low tier. Low tier is basically people who struggle, and that's okay. There's a lot of people who are there. I was there, so I know. Being on the low tier is literally like having all the benefits, experiencing all the benefits, and then having that one particular individual that's like saying like, hey, she's for real. She's for you. Like how like you got your leaders that are for the culture and they really not for the culture. It's like get like what they try to do is pander to your quote unquote needs, and then as soon as you put them in office, like said leader, like then they kind of leave you hanging. That's happened to me before, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. And I should have known better, bro. I should have known better, dog. Like there was certain women that I would connect with that I knew wasn't right for my spiritual journey, but I also wanted to have an experience. If I'm being honest, she was fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to also test myself to see, like, okay, can I handle a woman like this? Now, in my videos, I always talk about you can't be unequally yoked. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing from the Bible. Um, you would think that like okay, like if you take on a challenge of dealing with a female who there's this one chick who had an addiction to alcohol, had an addiction to sex, had an addiction to a lot of stuff. She needed help. You might attract a lot of these women who are kind of like that. Like it's not that like they are cantankerously doing this or they're trying to ruin guys' lives, because I don't think people wake up and say like, "Hey, I'm going to ruin this person's life today." But some people have addictions and some people need help. And a lot of people will come to you because you are a beacon of light. You are charging up your life force energy. You seem to know how to move about the matrix. You seem to know what you're talking about when you're talking to these women. So they're going to look to you for leadership. This is why it's very important to charge up, stay focused. If you're not ready for a relationship, if you think you still have like some triggers and stuff like that, if you still think like you have like some secret desires of like doing wild stuff, you don't want to connect with a woman so soon, because again, then it'll just be two people who are low key still like trapped in their lower nature, and somebody has to lead. Somebody has to take the lead, bro. Now, I've dealt with a woman who again, she thought that like, hey, maybe if like she connected with me, I would lead the way. And I was leading the way until I realized that like she her desires were a little bit more stronger than me wanting to stay on the spiritual journey, me holding on to my energy. There was never a time when I linked up with this chick that we didn't have sex and I released. You feel me? So every time it'll be 2-3 months, I go on retention, and then when we link up, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like I always fold like a lawn chair. So that right there for me kind of opened up a negative portal. It wasn't her fault, but the action of me just kind of doing this, and then like this other women that I'm attracting to, I just expressed my sexual energy with this particular woman, and more women are attracted to me. Trying to be on semen retention while being sexually active is like tough to do, especially if you are quote unquote single. You feel me? If you have like a significant other that is going to be there through thick and thin, then that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, bro, like people just be wanting to feel good for about 3 to 4 months, and right after that, if you if you aren't if you aren't if it's not readily available, because what you're gonna notice too, like how you talk, how you touch a woman, how you how your body changes. Your body is almost going to become damn near like a drug. Okay. And if you're dealing with a woman who still has problems and still needs like leadership as far as like her controlling her bad habits or whatnot, and you haven't finalized your will finalize control of your bad habits, bro. Again, it's literally it's a toxic connection waiting to happen, and most of the time, not all women, but some women will leave you high and dry. Okay, um, because there's no more mystery, bro. And she doesn't want to keep waiting. Like, okay, this guy's on semen retention. When is he gonna give it up? At this point, if she's still like that, bro, definitely should walk away. But you should always have like an end goal at the end of the day, bro. As you get older, you're gonna have more. Believe it or not, you'll actually have more purpose. You have to not only just have more purpose, but you have to be more decisive about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like every decision that you're making. When you're young, 18, 19 years old, there's the world is your oyster. You know what I'm saying? You can quote unquote do a lot or maybe try to get away with a lot, but yo, I started young. Well, actually, nah. I take that back. I was actually like a late bloomer. And by the way, anybody who's a late bloomer, bro, do not, I repeat, do not let you being a late bloomer be the reason why you quote unquote make mistakes or you quote unquote crash out. Oh, I'm 23 years old. I'm still a virgin. I'm just going to do it because I'm 23 years old. Like, my guy. The best thing you can do, first of all, damn anybody who's trying to clown you, trying to say like, oh, you 23 and you still a virgin, damn, bro, that shit crazy as hell. You're living in a world where everything that's normalized, like 50% of it is 100% demonic. Okay? So we have to like I would say don't be easily encouraged or don't get bullied into trying to, fit in and trying to get as much girls as possible. You feel me? Don't let anybody ever bully you into a certain type of lifestyle at all. Okay? Best thing you can do, again, self-preservation, talking to God, meditating, drink your water, work out. If you're in like early 18, 19, 20 years old, now's a great time to develop your body, because by the time you get to 30, it's going to be hard to get back in shape. Trust and believe, I'm going through it right now. But see, in 2025, it's lit. We live. It's up. 2025, we really in 2029. MGT, you already know. But with that being said, there's levels, bro. I always keep saying this shit, bro. I'm at the point where I am recovering from the lower tier of being on the retention journey, struggling. A lot of the stuff that I've seen people talk about 2 years ago, I went through last year. You feel me? And now that I have a better understanding of like, okay, there's ups and there's downs, I would say I'm being a lot more careful with my energy and who I talk to. There's a couple women right now that's still trying to do the same. Bro, y'all ever been through something, right? Y'all already know how this situation is gonna play out. You ever been through a situation where you're talking to a female, you know how it's gonna end. You tell them, hey, I've been through this before, I don't want to do this again. They might hit you with the, oh, well, I'm not like everybody else. You have to be hopeful and open up, da-da-da-da. You fuck around and go with that shit, and it still ends the same way you knew it was going to end. You feel me? Some women might say that, yo, you're negative. Like, why you're projecting? Oh, you're going to keep repeating your past. Nah, nigga, like, I understand that. Like, bro, if I put myself in this situation, again, the same thing is going to happen. Like, it is going to happen. Long distance relationships, that's a retention killer, in my opinion. Because we talk about long distance relationships, you don't see this woman every single day. So whenever you do see her, that's a lot of stored energy that it's gonna be dynamic. You might explode. You might can like last a longer time in a long distance relationship, depending on what kind or how you do it. But regardless of the fact, bro, it's kind of like you're setting yourself up to relapse. Like, it's like, you're gonna do that shit. You feel me? So you'll be on your journey and stuff like that. And then here we go again. It's a similar situation may happen. Remember, your energy is powerful. Your magnetism, your glow is powerful. it supersedes. It can penetrate past the cell phone, past physical barriers. You feel me? Um, so it's very important not to make the same mistake over and over again. That's number one. And number two, again, even if you know somebody that's on your line that's still trying to, it's either you completely cut off that connection and move on, or you let it be known, hey, I'm telling you, I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned from my error. We not about to have this same situation happen again. You feel me? Um, thank God that I'm in a better place mentally and spiritually, as far as like just going about like what I'm saying, just living my life. Um, I just try my best not to put myself alone in these relationships no more, bro. Like I think that's like the one of my biggest downfalls. Um, of doing that. Now, again, I'm not gonna like try to discourage anybody from being in that, but like again, we living in 2025, bro. You feel me? People be overly stimulated just through having attention, or people liking your post, or people responding on your story, or someone watching your story. Your heart goes to beating fast as hell because this finance chick is finally noticing you. This is the world we live in. But at the end of the day, as long as you can keep your composure, schedule, make a schedule for yourself. Whether it's like you're gonna schedule yourself to read a book, work out, do some jump roping. Like I know some of y'all got some jump ropes in the house right now that it's just been sitting there. Jump rope is not gonna make you better. You actually have to use the jump rope in order to get better. You feel me? I have a jump rope. I have to start using that too. You feel me? So, um, again, that's just what I realized, bro. And I'm like, 2024 was the year of mistakes, but also I was able to get through. Like God still kept me. This time around is like I know if I set myself up here, I'm going to fail here. Meaning, like if I put myself in a low vibrational predicament where it's like, basically, if you go to a party, 9 times out of 10, bro, you gonna drink, you gonna smoke, is you gonna see some low vibrational shit out there, and you might relapse, or you might, you know what I'm saying? Versus you putting yourself at a church. Well, eat shit. Nowadays, even if you be at a church, it still be some, still you still gotta watch out for them females that be going to church too, bro. But like, try your best to learn from your mistakes for real. The mistake is not actually you relapsing. The mistake is actually you putting yourself in a predicament to relapse. If you set yourself up for a success, but then you surround yourself with people who don't even see your goal or don't really care and are not even trying to help themselves, that's on you. You feel me? It's gonna be your fault. You feel me? So that's just my quick message for today. I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick. I know I had dropped a video earlier, where I was like at work or whatnot. Video number two. I just had to holler at y'all. Y'all stay righteous. Don't make the same mistake, bro. You feel me? Stand on it, bro. Stand on your word. Like if you say this is what I'm gonna do, I am going to and it's real simple, bro. Like I think once you can like also mentally let go of the things that you're used to doing and start being more high vibrational and give yourself a chance, like let go of holding on to the alcohol, like, oh, I need alcohol so I can talk to women. When I was 20, 21, that's how I used to be. You feel me? I used to use alcohol to talk to women, and then eventually that kind of sparked me becoming like becoming a sex addict. You feel me? Me and alcohol don't do well. You know what I'm saying? If it's any other foreign substance or whatnot, bro, like I'm telling you, bro, a lot of guys tend to depend on these things. Yeah, man, I gotta smoke, I gotta drink, I gotta get right before I can go holler. Like, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance, bro, and just vibe. Vibe for about 5, 6 days, bro. It's a brand new year. It's the least you can do. Don't wait until it's May or June or July before you say, you know what, I'm gonna try to change my life. You know what I'm saying? Time waits for no man. But at the end of the day, man, stay locked in. You got this. You that guy. You still gonna have confidence, but make sure even when you've experienced success, you experience female attraction and all that, bro. Like it's not the end all be all, and you don't want to also create bad habits with the connection with a woman, because that can open up a portal within yourself that is super negative, and you may never know like how bad it can get. You know what I'm saying? Stop yourself before it gets crazy, and just be willing to let go, and you'll be fine, bro. But other than that, man, MGT with a douche, your boy Moody Starr, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is your channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual kid, this beautiful, fucked up, sideways as a matrix. First of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to energy, going within, and being high vibrational here at MGT. This is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. If you mentioned that in the video, bro, you the GOAT. Stay locked in. If you want to be the next donor, donate on the Cash App or the PayPal. And I'm gonna definitely see you guys in the next video, bro. Moody Starr, we out. MGT, we here. 2025, gonna get monetized. And yeah, we just gonna stay on the journey, bro. Be on the lookout for some more content, and I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Also visit moodystar.com. I got a lot of content on there as well. You can also check out the Patreon as well. I'm gonna be dropping videos on Patreon as well. Y'all be on the lookout. But definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Peace.